What if you could just outsource your busy work? I mean, seriously, imagine it for a second. You sit down at your desk, maybe with your morning coffee, and instead of instantly drowning in repetitive tasks and that dreaded information overload, you have this incredibly smart digital collaborator handling the heavy lifting. You're no longer frantically searching for answers, you're synthesizing them. Well, welcome to today's Explainer.
Let's dive right in. Today, we're zeroing in on the practical and professional applications of artificial intelligence, pulling some fantastic insights straight from the guide AI Empowered. We are moving way beyond looking at AI as just some glorified search engine. We're talking about transforming it into an absolute powerhouse, a daily co-pilot that works alongside you in both your professional and personal life.
To do that, we're going to explore 4 key pillars today: accelerating knowledge work, driving better business strategy, scaling content and branding, and finally, boosting personal productivity.
Let's kick things off with Pillar 1, accelerating knowledge work.
Look, if you've ever felt totally bogged down by endless email threads or dense 100-page reports, you're going to love this shift. Think about the old way, spending literal hours reading massive documents and painstakingly drafting every single email from scratch. It's exhausting, right? Now compare that to the new reality, spending mere seconds to generate a perfectly structured summary and clear professional drafts. It's really all about drastically reducing your mental overload so you can actually focus your energy on making decisions.
Let's ground this in some everyday tasks. Take meeting summarization, for example. Instead of a manager scrambling to decipher messy, half-finished notes, the AI steps in and instantly converts that chaotic, hour-long discussion into a clean, prioritized list of action points. Or, for research, a student or an analyst can turn hours of dense reading into incredibly concise, synthesized study guides. It literally takes that raw, overwhelming data and hands you the refined output you actually need.
Moving right along to Pillar 2, driving better business strategy. Now, for the entrepreneurs and business leaders out there, AI goes way beyond just saving a few minutes here and there. It is a total game changer for high-level planning. Think of your AI as a super-fast analytical partner. It can ingest raw data from multiple sources, run pattern recognition in the blink of an eye, and generate actionable strategic options. Whether you're building a go-to-market strategy from the ground up or mapping out a complex cost optimization plan, it handles the heavy analytical lifting for you. But, and this is a massive but, notice how the rest of the workflow is entirely human. While the AI generates those fantastic strategic options, the actual decision-making, that remains 100% with you. You have to evaluate those options, consider the unique context and values of your specific company, make the final call, and then take action. Executive judgment, ethics, accountability, those are strictly human domains. The AI empowers the decision, sure, but it absolutely doesn't make it for you.
Okay, Pillar 3, scaling content and branding.
Here, we're shifting gears from deep analysis into creative production. The magic here is that a single core idea can now be scaled out effortlessly. You start with just one solid concept, and AI helps you rapidly iterate that into multiple different formats. We're talking social media posts, blog articles, long-form email campaigns, and even promotional video scripts. It helps you maintain this incredibly consistent audience engagement without needing a massive, expensive production team.
The real-world applications here are just huge. A freelancer can save hours by having an AI draft a crisp, professional LinkedIn bio. Or maybe a small business needs to brainstorm a dozen advertising slogans. What used to take days now takes minutes. But keep this in mind. While AI speeds up production and gives you a massive head start, your human taste is what ensures the final result actually feels authentic. You always remain the editor-in-chief of your brand.
Which brings us to Pillar 4, boosting personal productivity.
Bringing this right down to the individual, everyday level, we can use these tools to build a highly reliable daily routine. It's perfect for handling scheduling, task management, and all those little administrative chores that quietly eat up your entire day. Step 1 is planning, using AI to define goals and organize tasks. Step 2, drafting, rapidly creating emails and document outlines. Step 3, automation, letting the AI handle repetitive tool integrations. And finally, review, where you step back in to fact-check and refine the output. By letting your digital assistant handle the routine grunt work, you finally get to focus on the big picture. As our source material brilliantly puts it, the result is not just faster work, but more focused use of time and energy. And honestly, that is the ultimate goal here. These tools aren't just about speed for the sake of speed. They're really about freeing up your mental space. They give you the bandwidth for higher value, creative, and strategic thinking.
So let's wrap this up with our final concept, the human advantage.
This really brings us to the overarching narrative that ties all four of these practical applications together. If you take away just one crucial thing from everything we've looked at today, let it be this. AI works best when it amplifies human capability rather than replacing human responsibility. Whether you're summarizing a chaotic meeting or creating an entirely new brand identity, AI is your partner. But the final decisions, the oversight, the taste, and the accountability, all of that rests solely with you.
So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. Look closely at your own daily grind. Think about those repetitive, tedious tasks that just drain your energy right before lunch. Which part of your workflow are you going to hand over to your digital co-pilot today? Pick just one of the 4 pillars we discussed and apply it right away. You might just find that you suddenly have a whole lot more time to do the work that truly matters. Thanks for exploring this with me on today's Explainer, and as always, keep learning.